so nice. There you go. Cam.
Oh, hey.
I need your help with my Bauer custom order.
You came to the right place.
Welcome back to the Hockey Shop, source for sports. I caught Cam over here near the sharpening area with my computer because the new Bauer Hyperlite 2 customizer has launched. But going through the order, doing your customization, yeah, that's somewhat easy, although I'm a nitwit, I need his help. But at the end of the day, I'm going to need him to order it anyway. Where else would you order it from? Cam's had the gear on. He has samples here. You know, want to check it out before you order. Well, people want to check it out before they order. He knows what it's all about. So you can do your customization on your computer, and then you bring it in here to place your order. Me, I need a little help. We're going to walk you through the Bauer Hyperlite 2 customizer right now. And Cam, I guess the first thing we start with is...
Where do you go?
What do you mean, where do I go?
Well, first of all, you start with Bauer.com and then go over to their custom tab, and then you want to go to custom goalie at a starting point.
Okay, so my first two options, obviously we have the Supreme Mach is still there, but my first two options are Pro Custom and the Vapor Hyperlite Customizer. So I think we stick with Hyperlite Customizer for the Hyperlite 2, or do we talk about Pro Custom first?
So at a starting point, yes, you'll see Vapor Hyperlite and Supreme Mach. So that is just their standard custom option. So what that will give you is colors and some minor specs. That will also allow you to put your name on your gear. Next level of custom, which is Pro Custom, which we'll zero in here a little bit more because there's definitely a couple key features that are worth showing off. So,
including, we might as well get it out of the way at the top because everyone's going to be talking about the ability to get their version of the 580 brake in your glove, Pro Custom only.
You know the concept of putting milk at the back of the store, so you like get people hyped up, so they got to go, talk about it.
You know the concept of just teasing people to get them to
hit the Pro
watch
Custom.
the whole thing?
Hit the Pro Custom. Goodness.
Okay, select your gear. What do I got here? Pads, glove blocker. We want all three, right?
Let's do it.
Full right? No, we don't want full right.
Your regular hand.
We're not freaks. Okay, we're going to start with the pads. Vapor Hyperlite 2. Okay. Obviously, if we want to customize the graphics, I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Correct. Well, you have the ability here at this point now to say if you really like the Mach graphic, but you wanted the Hyperlite pad, you can change that to only available at the Pro Custom tab. But again, some people prefer that Mach graphic. Some prefer that Hyperlite. You can do vice versa.
Well, we're also dealing with the regular Hyperlite customizer too. So for people who are just into that, we're going to do simple. Multiple different zones. There's some really cool things you can do with the look here. We'll let you play with that. You'll lose an entire weekend. We want to get into the nitty gritty of construction. So I go to construction tab next, select pads.
Gives you the ability to pick. We're going to pick the Hyperlite 2. Okay. Select your glove. Here's where you have that opportunity for that new feature, that Vapor 90 catcher, or the regular Hyperlite 2 catcher.
Okay, so and I think this is important. What is a Vapor Hyperlite 2 catcher? What is that brake angle going to be? Because for most people, they're probably just into the Hyperlite 2 customizer, not in this Pro Custom.
Correct. So we're talking about what would be their 590 version. So your 60-degree brake in terms of your closure on your hand. This gives you that ability to bring that index finger down to the base of your palm as you're closing that glove, something that's been available in True, CCM for quite a long time. Also building off of what would have been
basically
the Hyperlite 1 catcher as well.
Okay.
Select your blocker. Pretty straightforward stuff here.
You can order a two-piece in the Vapor.
If you did want a couple of pros
the old school Vapor, the original one, but we're going Hyperlite. Okay, colors. We've talked about that.
Once again, pick your colors.
Pad specs.
Here's where things can get a little bit interesting because you can start to build the two pads into one another, start to change things up. Hyperlite 2 is going to be designed to be their softest iteration in terms of pad flexibility. It's also going to give you the option to change the boot flex if you want to, change the thickness of the boot, and change that overall feel.
Well, we should probably go do this as we're doing it. So first, thigh flex.
Thigh flex.
Hyperlite 2 is a
softest flex to start out with.
And interestingly enough, based on our old Padflex video or our Padflex videos, there's a lot of curve there.
Exactly. Okay. So we've gone ahead and select overall thigh flex. So moving on.
Boot flex.
So you get their thin and thick option when it comes to the Hyperlite pad itself. So that thin profile is at a 100-degree angle. That thicker profile is still at that same angle, but it is going to increase the overall thickness of the boot. As stated, obviously, what that will do is it can kick the pad up on you a little bit higher as well. So for someone like myself that fits a medium in the knee, but needs just a little bit more overall height, this gives me the ability to actually kick that pad up just a little bit as well. That's something that I noticed and enjoyed for the option of having it there.
Okay, and so I got to be clear here though, and this is the problem with us going into the Pro Customizer. This is Pro Customizer only. Mm-hmm. The stock on the Hyperlite, if you're doing a customizer on the Hyperlite 2 stock customizer, the thin profile with the 100-degree angle, that's what comes stock. The ability to choose thick is only in the Pro Customizer.
But keep
so
in mind,
if you're in the regular Hyperlite 2, thin profile, 100-degree break, that's what's stock on the new Hyperlite. And don't forget, Hyperlite 2 is a new pad for a lot of people, so they don't know what the stock options are. So we want to make sure we explain that. So pad specs, soft, 100-degree break for them, 100-degree angle is that flat boot. It's not a steep boot like the Ultrasonic. It's going to sit a little lower on top of the skate. Okay, next.
Another new feature coming up here as well.
Select knee block.
So, knee block first. You still have your Vapor Stabila Slide and Stabila Flex. Obviously, Stabila Flex is on your Vapor. Stabila Slide is what you're going to find on your
Ultrasonic Supreme line. Yeah, so a little more flexibility. As much as it's all about that one-piece knee, the Vapor line, which is what the Hyperlite 2 is in, has a little bit more give to it than the super rigid Stabila Slide that originally debuted on the Ultrasonic with the Supreme line. So we're in the Pro Customizer. If I were in the Hyperlite Customizer, we know that Stabila Flex is standard with the Vapor line. Can you choose the Stabila Slide from the Supreme line without going Pro Custom? Can you get it in the regular Hyperlite Customizer?
That is correct, actually, you can.
So even if you're not in the Pro Custom, this is an option, which I like.
Correct.
More options are better. What's going to be stock? Obviously, on the wall, when you get your retail supply, that's going to be Stabila Slide.
Stabila Flex.
Stabila Flex.
There you go. See, it can get confusing. That's what we're here for.
Next option, select your knee wing. And this is pretty simple. You can either have it sewn in, and this is where that knee strap, that elastic knee strap wraps around and attaches on the outside of the pad around the knee. You can have it sewn in, high or low. There's 2 different points, and I believe that's Pro Custom only. Or you can just have an adjustable Velcro tabs, easy to take in and out, and also different anchor points on that. You can have it high or low.
Or if you don't use it, just completely remove it. And that's also an option, and that's an option on their stock customizer as well.
Okay, so you can take it off completely. I'll be honest with you, if you're not sure about it, I like the idea of adjustable because you remove it anyways if you don't like it. Okay, next up in the custom options for the pads, calf bracket.
So new feature.
Now, new feature, but is this a new feature for Hyperlite 2 Customizer or only Pro Custom?
No, this is a new feature in general that we're touching on here. So Hyperlite 2 has now brought over that same mock integrated calf bracket that's into the core of the pad. That is now releasing with the stock pad. In the Pro Customizer, this gives you the option to go without it if you would choose and just still like what you saw in Hyperlite 1, so a little bit more flexibility out of the pad, especially that lower calf area. If you're looking for that more stability, this is what comes stock on the pad. The Pro Customizer allows you to remove it if you did want. The stock customizer is automatically going to have it on there with no choice to remove.
So this is the lower calf, sort of where you land the sliding plate underneath the calf, that area. It's now integrated more into the pad. Came stock on mock like that.
Correct.
Now you have the ability to actually, it's stock on Hyperlite as well, but
Correct.
You have the ability to go without it.
If you choose.
I'd use the word brilliant, but I'm around Cam, so I tend not to.
You were looking at your bootstrap there. In terms of for your option, whether or not you wanted a leather bootstrap, the short or long elastic strap coming stock onto it, or just having none at all. This is going to be an option on your regular customizer as well. Kind of fast forwarding through a couple more of the things. Toe bridge.
Toe bridge is customizable.
Correct. Again, in the Pro Customizer, you have the ability to swap the 2 toe bridges from the mock, which has become quite popular actually because it is a full bridge rather than just the Vapor tab. Again, something you find in that Pro Customizer.
What's going to be stock on the Hyperlite?
The Vapor tab.
Vapor tab. Okay, so if you want the Supreme bridge, you can select it in the Pro Customizer only.
Correct.
Toe attachment. This is pretty simple. Elastic toe tie system from Bauer or a skate lace. You have both options.
Obviously, you can mix and match after the fact too as well because it's just as easy as removing the elastic and putting a set of laces in if you do wish as well.
Toe alignment. Centered or offset, simple decision, one or the other.
Correct.
Select your leg strapping. Now, this is where things get interesting. Vapor TuneFit 2.0. So this is new to the Hyperlite 2, or is it the same as the original Hyperlite?
This continues the original stock strapping. Your additional extra here at this point is now the ability to add the Supreme strapping to that. Yes.
So you can basically go from, if you liked the Hyperlite original strapping, you can keep it, or you can switch over to the mock strapping, the TuneFit Plus that they had in the mock, if you like that. Now, one thing to note, this is also available in the regular Hyperlite Customizer. It is not exclusive to the Pro Custom. You can get it in both. We're almost done with the pads, and the fact it's taking so long is a little tough, but let's be honest, more selection is better. Other strapping.
Oh, the ability to add leather straps. If you still want them, it is still an option.
Don't laugh,
Pro Custom.
Marc-Andre Fleury has leather straps.
There's a few guys that have leather straps on their pads.
Evident on his Pro Return.
I was going to say, evident from the Pro Returns that we've had in, a few guys are still liking that leather strap, just finding to get that extra.
Some guys like to have a fixed endpoint on their movement. So leather straps are available, Pro Custom only. That I don't believe that's available in the Hyperlite Customizer. TuneFit Connect.
One of my favorite options on the pad. Again, with the Pro Customizer, you have the ability to select Vapor or Supreme. I much prefer the Vapor, which comes stock on the pad.
And for those that are saying, what the heck's a TuneFit strap? We're talking basically about a Professor strap. Their equivalent of it. Does it come stock on the Hyperlite?
Correct.
Okay, so the Vapor version comes stock on the Hyperlite too. Correct. And you have this option in Pro Custom only or Hyperlite Customizer too.
Actually, in the regular standard customizer, you can choose and mix or match, and also do it aftermarket as well, because both are available for sale as well.
Okay, last one, Grip Knee. The Vapor Grip Knee, stock on Hyperlite 2.
Feature for Hyperlite 2. So yes, it is a textured grip on the actual knee of the knee block itself. Again, creating a little bit more of a stable landing surface, not allowing that knee pad to slip and shift.
And if you want in the customizer, you can remove it in the Pro Customizer.
That is correct.
All right, we're done with the pads. Glove specs, pretty simple. Palm stiffness, game ready, Pro Palm, Practice Palm. I don't believe Practice Palm is available in the regular Hyperlite. This is Pro Custom only.
It would just be game ready and Pro Palm. Also the ability to add some more of their palm material as well.
That comes later.
Oh, you're getting ahead of ourselves here.
Select your T, double, single, reinforced. Double or single is an option in the Hyperlite Standard Customizer. Reinforced, which you can tell me what that is available only in Pro Custom.
We're adding to plastic to the top of that T-bar. So if you're someone who's only getting one glove for the season and you really need to make it last, that's another way to help to stop that T from folding over from use over time.
Pro Custom only.
Correct.
Now, palm material. Hyperlite 2 has got a catch grip in it. That's new? Or is that same from Hyperlite 1?
Nope, that is the same from Hyperlite 1.
Okay, or you can go to the Nash from the Ultrasonic line, or you can get the mock grip print that we saw in the Supreme line, the latest edition, the mock. That's Pro Custom only. Pocket lacing, simple.
Whether or not skate lace or regular nylon, totally up to you. We've talked about skate lace before.
You can get lace colors to match your glove. You can have if you've got a double T, the connection between the two T's, which they call I believe they call the spine. Spine lacing, you can get that polyester skate lace or wax lace.
At this point, we're just talking about aesthetics because it's not really providing you any performance benefit at all.
You can get that one colored as well.
So we're almost to the end here.
Internal fit. You can get a senior or intermediate palm size. This is also available in the Hyperlite Customizer. And now, Pro Custom only, DCT padding. Cam, tell me what that is.
What DCT is?
Well, and what the options are.
So this is one where we're going to have to
Pro Custom only.
Tuned, but it is a replacement for their
Poron extra padding.
Correct. But it still is going to react the exact same way. You have the ability to add 3 millimeters either to the overall thumb base or the palm base of the glove, not both, one or the other. Palm, especially for those impacts, if you're catching a lot just off the tip of your palm and not finding that you're fully getting it into the glove, and it's something that happens to you quite often, it definitely is a nice addition to help stop some of those stingers. If you can only get one glove, can't get a practice glove as well, for example, this is another way to help to extend that lifetime of the glove without affecting your overall closure too much.
Okay, and the other option is to have it sort of out in the finger area as well. One or the other, and Pro Custom only. This is not an option on the Hyperlite regular Customizer.
No.
All right. Locker specs. We already talked about the ability to choose that.
So 2 options here. It's just going to be talking about whether or not you want an intermediate palm in the glove size itself, or you can get an XL if you really need something bigger. And then your last option is adding that thumb pillow.
Thumb pillow or no thumb pillow.
Correct.
That's it. So we've pretty much gone through the entire line, all the specs, Pro Custom and Hyperlite Customizer. Now the key here is I fill this out. I get an order form. I check with you how it's going to fit. Is it different with the flat boot? If I change that thickness, do I need a different size? I'm checking all the details with you. And I can do that by bringing my order to you. How do I finish things off and send it to Cam?
So you get the option to finalize and save your order. That will pump out a reference number. All I need is that reference number to be able to place your order. You can give me a call here at 604-589-8299 or 1-800-567-7790. With that reference number, that is what I can use to help place your custom order for your gear.
And why would I do it with Cam and his experts here at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports rather than just filling it out and sending it to any random shop? Because you can get this type of expertise, these types of insights on the new features, how they affect the pad, how they affect your game.
Whether that Vapor 90 is right for you.
All these different types of options, you might as well discuss them with an expert before you shell out major bucks to order your custom pads, because wouldn't it be terrible if you did this without checking with an expert and they arrive, 8 to 10 weeks later?
8 to 10 weeks at the current time.
And they are not what you need.
Well, we got to wrap her up here because we're about to open and I'm going to have a flood of orders coming in, so let's get going.